Hello everybody, welcome back to another episode of Trails Beyond the Horizon. In the last part, we headed off to Kevin's routes, where we reached Starbad, where we united with our buddies Swin and Nadia, and apparently he's on some sort of mission that's going to involve killing somebody. Not quite sure what that's all about, so I guess we'll find out as we go on. We walked around Tharbad, talked to some people. We got one last subsection of the Grib Garden we gotta do. So let's do that, bang that out. Get that out of the way. This must be the interior of that giant black castle. It's got hijacked written all over it. Who in the society is to blame is beyond me, though. So this is our hub of operations, and those gates are on the side lead to services offered by the Epstein Foundation. Yes, said services being the Epstein workshop and the Grimoire decryption. Think of this as similar to the time you cleared your way through the marching garden. Oh, pardon me. Kevin doesn't share in that experience, does he? Yeah, but it's no big deal. I think I get the gist of things. Guess that gate in the back there is our ticket to storm this place, yeah? Given that there was also two other teams acting parallel to us, it stands to reason that they each have their own entryways, much like this one, for a total of 3. That saves me the trouble of explaining. I'll leave the capture of subdomain C to you, and excuse myself for now then. Please don't hesitate to ask, though, if you require the workshop or decryption service. Oh, about that, Altina. The base of this mini domain is the same as that of the marching garden, correct? If so, I believe I'll be able to help a bit. Then you'll have to stretch yourself so thin. Grimoire decryption, huh? Sounds spooky doing it. Plain old cube analysis. Cube analysis. The part where we return tokens to collect in the garden in urban areas, and urban areas ought to be exactly the same, though, right? Yes, I've analyzed the procedure, so we should be able to perform it at any time. I'm eager to, in fact. The people from the Foundation seem to have gussied it up a bit. Dang, I thought the society was committed to the bit. Guess the Foundation's pretty persnickety themselves. We can give it a try out right away if you like. Else there will be ample opportunity if we see that after we see that subdomain. Right, just leave it to me. No, not feature lapis. Okay. LP! Beast essence. Oh right. There's an awakening start function. Something about channeling the user's source of power. I wonder if it's a big opportunity to give it a test drive. Alright, before I do that, I'm gonna speed this along so I can speed through this. Because this shit can get tedious! I did not mean to do that. Well. Alright. That criteria is filled. Alright. Give us chess. Okay. We need 7 quick arts, huh? Easy enough. Alright, that's all done. Whoa. Cavalry bolt. Alright. Before I go further, let's get some equipment to these people. Let's go. Let's give you. Your arts and the attack is pretty balanced out. Give that to you. Mr. Man here. I'll give you that. Freeze. Oops. This guy. I need evasion stuff on you. Not the best stuff, but it'll do. Missy here. Yellow pendulum. Alright. No! What's this? I can trigger a trap, gain power, wealth. Let's go with that. Fishing bait! Need 3 power propels, more quick guards, more command battles. Get out of here. I need power proposals of the command battles. I guess these guys got count. I guess they count as powerful foes. Not a palooza. Duel for rule. Oh, it's only a single target. Lapis is there. Victory! Oh. Alright. Get out of here. Dead! I slaughtered him. He's got a flashy little R2 ability. I'll take it. I'll take a ruby ring. Alright. Plant monster! Oh god. Alright, Solier. Oh shit, I didn't put the difficulty back. Oh, fuck me. God damn it. Well, that was my fault. Spear of Earth. Well, it's my fault. I forgot to flip the difficulty back to normal. Oops. Oopsies. God damn it. Well. Grim Garten, third domain, subdomain C, partial liberation secured. Liberation of subdomains A, B also confirmed. However, ternary inner subdomain connection has yet to be established. Okay. I'm assuming all three of them are gonna come together for the big one. I'm assuming. So we can't push ahead any deeper until around this afternoon. Sounds like some hacking needs to be happening first. On the top of the subdomains, Team Vaughn and Team Tilly have to release. I don't recall telling you anything about the other two groups yet. But at any rate, I mean, it's pretty obvious. But at any rate, I should be able to introduce you to one another after the aforementioned prerequisites are completed. It's perfectly fine with us. Our gratitude to you for making these arrangements. Makes for perfect training, and all that support from the workshop is a little game changer. We'll do our best to set this place free, Altina. Your efforts are much appreciated, as is your continued cooperation. Goodbye for now. I'll be in touch again this afternoon. How the society fits into all this is still one big giant question mark. A warm of this light won't be enough for you to acknowledge what we're capable of yet either, will it? Hey now, let's just shove words down in my mouth. Hand to heart, you put on a pretty good show. Goes without saying for Rufus, but even Lapis on backup blew me out of the water. I didn't even use her because I fucked up. What I really want to know, though, is what lies beyond that. You just love to word things all cryptic like for no reason, don't you? Fine, be that way. I don't think you're starting to get to handle your style anyhow. We'll keep on working to verify whether or not your judgment is clouded. Noted. Gosh, why do those three get along so poorly? Actually, as far as compatibility is concerned, theirs would appear to be better than what I can imagine. That notwithstanding, this may prove a turning point for the two of them. And perhaps the same could be said to our priest friend as well. The Grim Garden. I've conquered it. You know, I got some points I can decrypt. Alright, let's see what I don't get. Music tracks, at least. Celestial Bomb Emerald Rings, Redstones, Glint of Cold Steel, Ruby Ring, Daybreak, more Daybreaks, more Sun Visors. I got nothing really special. I got nothing special at all. Rosette's old concierge outfit, Swin's uniform. I'm guessing that's the school uniform, right? Yeah. Almighty Blue. I really didn't get anything good, really. Shit. Alright. Let's get out of here. Alright. Let's bang out this 4SPG real quick. Excuse me, you're the Fazil who put out the request. Yes, that's me. And you are? The looking fix I've ever seen. Don't worry, I'm acquainted with Arc Rides. Well, more or less. Things in the capital are keeping him not busy, so I'm hearing Tharbad took up jobs for him. Well, I suppose that makes sense. Perhaps this is fate. I'll get right to the point then. I'd like to ask you all to search for Sinem. Sinem? I think I remember seeing that name in one of Vaughn's files. Yeah, the girl with the sticky fingers. She started working at the bazaar after Vaughn caught her red-handed though, right? That's correct, but my intuition kept telling me that she wasn't a bad person at heart, you see. So I hired her, and she's fit right in ever since. Why, she's always worked with us. Someone who'd fallen through the cracks of society saved yet again by this brigand. So you're assuming this Simon girl has disappeared, yes? Is it possible she's just the type of person who likes to come and go as she pleases? Well, she was when we were first getting to know each other. But recently, she actually made it to a bit of a point to tell me that when she was leaving. This is the first time she's ever she's been gone overnight. If you don't mind me asking, you didn't get into a fight with her, did you? Just wondering if maybe she ran away. No, we haven't argued at all lately. It seemed like she was finally getting used to her new life. If she left, I can't think of anything she'd done that would suggest that she was planning to. In that case, I suspect either an accident befell her or she encountered someone with a form of peril. I thought the same, which is why I'm asking you to look for her. I need to know she's safe. Please, would you find Sinem for me? Sure. Oh, alright, we'll take the case. A member of the church can't exactly ignore a child going missing either, after all. Thank you. Arusha herself must have got you here. So, are there anywhere you start search? You know there's search already? Yeah, it's the cultural district. I've tried my best to look down every street and every alleyway. I even asked the other shopkeepers if they'd seen anything, but the only thing they could tell me was that she had been bizarre until at least yesterday evening. I see. And that means we can stick to talk to the people outside of the bazaar, right? Indeed. Before we head off, however, did Simon do anything in particular recently that gave you cause for concern? No, nothing worth mentioning. But now that I think about it, so she did? Well, it's possible I'm just being a worrywart, but lately it's been sort of like she's been up to something. Didn't think much of it because, like I said, she usually let me know before she left the house, and she always comes back within the hour. Huh, I wouldn't think it was a big deal either then. But still. The fact she never told you why is definitely raising some alarms. Alright, Fazil, leave the rest of us. We said we'd bring Sinem back, and that's what we're gonna do. You sound just as reliable as Vaughn's group did. Well then, I'll be counting on you. So, Simon almost certainly disappeared sometime last night. The first thing I want to find out, though, is what time she left the culture district, and which direction she was headed in. But nobody in the bazaar actually saw Simon, right? Sinem. Maybe we should find someone else to ask. You know, actually we went to Aramis with someone who happens to be in the area. She's here visiting home, apparently. We just saw her outside the station. Man, she saved her butt at school more times than I can count. And, given that she and her family seem to live in the culture district, I bet she'll be able to give us just what the lead we're looking for. A local who spends most of her time away in the capital. Which means, unlike the others, she'll be looking at the area with fresh eyes. Yeah, might be something she's picked up on that while this happens. What's more, she's apparently came home from the evening train from Edith last night. Heard her arrive pretty late too. Meaning she was probably in the bazaar when all the others are already packed up for the day. Guess I have heard the shopkeepers head home pretty early around here. So this girl might actually be just the ticket we need. Alright, let's see what she has to say. Alright. Before I do that though, we got a monster to kill. Get that out of the way. Okay, let's go about the Intimate District. It's looking to be another hustle and bustle day in these parts. Look at us, crawling back to where we should be staying. Oh, I don't think the inn is so bad. The food there is perfectly delicious. We can see it at the hotel some other time, okay? So, same plan as the Culture District. Just go around and check a few places out. Aside from the Al Jamaria Hotel, other points of interest could include the high-end casino and the up-and-coming movie studio Vegas Films. The area simply abounds with attractions befitting the City of Pleasure's moniker. We didn't come in to play, though, in case you need a reminder. Still, those spots should give us a pretty good read on the situation around town, too. Might as well hit up as many as we can, alongside the bulletin board, of course. Not right now. I'm going out to the fucking desert. I wanna go to the desert! Huh. Kevin and crew picked up the rental car that Rufus had arranged for in advance and headed out to the Sandsea. When did he prepare this? I could drive in the Sandsea? I can drive! Yak! Alright. Gives me a sense that the Sandsea is pretty fucking big. I didn't mean to do that. Plus I gotta change the difficulty. Oh god, what the fuck's over there? It's probably the water monster, right? It's gotta be. Goliath! Should probably see what I can do for arts here. A CLM boost. Alright, let's give you Tyrol an ideal. I'll give you Tyrol and a Thellus. I'll give Swin Earth Guard and ID. No, I'll give him Refreshing. I'll give you Aura and let's go with I. That's so fucking big. No wonder you need a fucking truck. You need a speed boost to get through all this shit. before I tackle that thing. Take it. Calling this place the Sand Sea is a fitting name. Look how fucking big this place is. God damn, I better just scratch the surface. This is so fucking big! I'll take it. Hey, it's Lapis' shard form. No, I'm not gonna make it! Not gonna make it! Oh no, I've been caught! Whoa, just barely made that one. Ain't that but the skin of my hollow. Gladiator headband, I'll take it. Alright, what else can we find around here? This is so fucking huge, dude. Can't go that way yet. Obviously, I'm coming back with this at some other point. There's monsters over there I can't get to. This place is so fucking huge. Wait, can I go by car? Whoa. Damn elephants. Well, if I go by car, if I can go through the desert, the sandstorm. I'm gonna go find my car, see if I can go through the sandstorm. Probably won't let me go to the sandstorm with the vehicle. This might be one of those things where I have to actually come back to later on. Let's go find out. Can I run people the things over? No, I can't run them over. damage it? I didn't damage it at all. Can I go through the desert? Damn it! I guess we're coming back here. All right. This thing's big. Alright, Mr. Guy. You got Noble Axe. We've got two separate ones. Noble Axe. Victory! All right. Which I really don't think the King's weak to. You would do that. I really don't have a whole lot of I blew it all in that aura breath. You really don't have a lot of EP, do you? The bus for you. Of course I missed, naturally. Why wouldn't I hit? That. Why can't I use it? Why can't I use? Oh, so I can't use. Oh, whatever. You're too fucking fat. I can't do it. 'Cause you... I was actually weak. Damn it! Of course, the one guy who doesn't have the fucking boost, they can't do it. Alright. Fuck this guy. Sweet! Desert's Edge. My chaos is lagging behind severely. Alright. Back to the culture districts. Alright. Hello. Oh, Swim, Nadia. There's something I can do for you. And who are Jesse friends of ours? They're here helping us look into something. Speaking of which, we wanted to ask you for a couple questions. For a job of ours, yeah. Kind of like the ones that came with the suggestion box back at Aramis. Let's see. I'll try to help as much as I can then. Can't ignore a request from two of my underclassmen after all. Thanks for being so understanding. Sign him? Well, yes, I know her. Ever since she started working at the bazaar, I've run into her nearly every time I come back to Tharbad. So she disappeared, has she? It was pretty dark when I was out in the bazaar last night, so I can't say for certain, but I believe I saw someone who looked like her heading in the direction of the entertainment district, alone. Really? Yes, it was after the bazaar had closed for the day. I was just on my way home from the hammam. And Fazla said she didn't tell him she was going out so late too. I wonder if whatever she was heading to the entertainment district for is related to the things she was being all hush about. Well, considering she hasn't returned since, the possibility of her still being in the culture district is next to zero. For the moment, we should focus on figuring out what she was doing in the entertainment district. Thanks, Arya. You really helped us out today. Well, I'm glad to hear it. And if Simon is in trouble, please help her for me. I really appreciate it. Don't worry, we've got this. So, she went to the entertainment district last night. What's her next move? Doubt there's any more information to gather about here in the cultural district. Maybe we should find someone who sees a lot of people enter and leave the city. That should help narrow down whether or not she's still in Tharbad at least. Yes. Perhaps we should visit the young man who manages the parking lot. I spoke with him a bit earlier after leaving the rental in his care. He seemed awfully attentive to his surroundings. It's possible he may have noticed something related to our conundrum. Right. And even if he didn't see Sinem, he might still have something useful to share. Then it's settled. Let's head over to speak with the park lot manager. Alright.
向かうとしようか。少しいいか。
Sinem? Oh, you're talking about that girl that drops in from the culture district now and then. Sorry, no, didn't see her around last night. Probably means she didn't leave the city then, huh? Wait, but you said Sinem drops in from the culture district every now and then. What would she need to come to the park lot for? Well, as a matter of fact, there's a homeless man who lives around here. His name's Nasri. He tries to sleep in our lot sometimes, so I usually have to keep an eye out for him. Apparently, he sort of took Sinem under his wing back when she was still a street urchin. So now that she's off the streets, she wants to return the favor, you know? Gives him food and water and stuff. Maybe that's what she wasn't telling Fazil about. Yeah, helping out a homeless guy sounds exactly the kind of thing she'd keep under the radar. Oh, what if he knows where Sinem went? Good thinking. Just imagine, you know, if this Nasri still is somewhere in Tharbad. Well, actually, nobody's really seen the guy since last night. Kind of weird if you ask me. Usually he leaves in the evening. Usually when he leaves in the evening, he's back in the same spot come morning. So in short, this man disappeared at the exact same time Sinem did. Can't exactly say for sure that there's any connection yet, but I'm starting to have my suspicions. Guess two people disappearing at the same time is a bit strange, huh? Kind of reminds me of when I was a kid. There was always someone telling us to watch out for kidnappers back then. Were kidnappers common in Tharbad? You got that right. See, in the Central East used to have a pretty big problem with human trafficking back in the day. And it just so happened that one of the organizations responsible for that problem expanded all the way to Tharbad about 10 years ago. Then it kind of fizzled out a couple years ago, though. I haven't really heard much about them. Guessing either the guild or the police dealt with them. Could he be talking about... I see. So there's an issue with the roots in the Central East. However, I've heard the number of the related incidents have diminished rather significantly recently, thanks to no small part to Elzane from the church. Yeah, of course. I'm just saying, I remember when kidnappings were happening on the regular around here, that's all. Doubt it would happen again this day and age, but it is pretty strange that two people would disappear at the exact same time. I wonder, are those kidnappings really just a thing of the past? Yeah, I've got a bad feeling about this. All the signs seem to be pointing to an answer. I think it'd be best if we got some insight into what's going on in the Central East Underground right now. Right, something down there could give us a clue whether or not kidnappers are making a resurgence in Tharbad. Perhaps we should ask someone familiar with not only the current state of affairs in the Central East, but their long-standing social issues as well. I believe there's a patriarch staying in the Al-Jumaira, who's an independent landowner in the region. Do we think he would be suitable? Yeah, let's go see what he has to say. Oh boy. Alright. Hey man, buy it.
でっかいカジノ。ここでリーダーが大勝ちすれば。
まあ元でもない以上一攫千金は期待できないだろうがね。
行ってみただけです。は
Huh.
さて情報やと確かメダル景品の交換を受けたまわっております。
Oh, I need fucking tokens? Seriously?
メダル景品の交換を
Oh,
受けたま
I
わ
can
って
just exchange money. What do we have here? That evasion mission, that would be nice to have. How many? That's probably a lot of money, right? Oh, it's super lot. That's pretty much all my. That's pretty much majority of my money.
ありがとうございました。
I'm onto that.
お伺いしましょう。またお越しください。
Oh, hey, look who it is.
コールだ。
You serious? A royal friggin' flush? You cheated, huh? You must have. How else could you have beaten me?
いいかさま、お前さんが月に見放されただけだろう。袖口に忍ばせたカードに頼るようなせこい野郎に女神は微笑んだりしねえのさ。
こんな雑な手品でジャックに勝とうなんて100年早いのよ。観念しなさい。あんたの負けよ。
What we having here, you monster? In the back. Wait, no! You got every last corner of my mirror back. I can't possibly thank you enough.
これに懲りたら今後は無茶なギャンブルはやめとくんだな。それよりどうだい？どうせ火遊びするなら俺みたいないい男と。
それじゃあ気をつけて帰ってね。
Man, your gift for the game never gets any duller. I wonder if it made for bestseller material.
Te, お前は不良神父か。おいおい、どうしてこんなところに？
久しぶりね、ケビンさん。って一緒にいるのって。
Bestseller material. I see. You refer to Gambler Jack. Yep. It's been too long, Trevor. Hale. Gotta do a little catching up. So you know them, huh? Took the words right out of my mouth. Didn't realize you guys had met already. We never got too mixed up with them on our last adventure, but Vaughn introduced us, yeah. Just to set the record straight, the no-good priest here has been using our informant services for a good while now. A lot of us had our fair share of joint efforts with Vaughn, too. Can't believe Kevin's rolling with you guys, though. And that's not even counting sunglasses over there. Pleasure. Dingo Brad spoke of you quite a bit. I'm giving your written exploits a read as well. Surely it is an honor to meet the subject matter themselves. Real flattering. That's the other way around. We just had waited off the rumors that you weren't actually dead. And yet here's the household name himself in the flesh. Don't suppose we should be calling you John Doe now. Please call me whatever you wish. Excuse me, but what were you doing earlier was gambling, right? Did you make a lot of money? It looked as though you won it big. You did, but that game was on behalf of a client. She got scammed out by some shady con artist, so we took on a request to clear her debts. And that gave the culprit a taste of his own medicine to boot. So you cheated too, even though you called him out for it. It's only cheating if you get caught, kid. Oh, teach me your ways, old saint of opportunists. I tire of vacationing squalor. The time is nigh that we have multiple our assets in 100-fold. Let's not add scamming to our rap sheet, alright? Not exactly the most covert group crowd here, huh? Must be some especially thorny circumstances if you're throwing with them. It's not like there's any other way that when I get roped into the mix. You two are here for more than just a game of proxy poker, though, aren't you? Gotta be a damn good reason for you to schlep your way out to Tharbad now of all times. Us running into each other really wasn't just a coincidence then, was it? You want info? You want me to provide it? Heads. Tails. Tails. That's that then. I'll take one request and we'll go from there. Jack, you're not even gonna ask me about it first. Hey, this could be just the stroke of fate we need. Oops. Going along with them might gain us some insights of our own. Unbelievable. I exchanged just now. I feel like the conversation was over before I could even parse it. Watching you old farts try to outcool each other isn't exactly my idea of a good time, you know. Diddle to that. The flip was probably rigged to go like this anyway. Well, excuse us for trying to stage a good scene. Ease up on the insults, please. We don't want us grown men to burst in our waterworks. Anyway, back to the matter at hand. What's it you want us to look into? I want to know what the word on the street was in Tharba 20 years ago. Whisper was in the wind, you wouldn't find any official documents. If it sounds like a bunch of supernatural hocus pocus, even better. Oh, brother. Always the insane asks. Fine, I'll reach out if we find anything. But just so you know, our billables are going to be sky high on this one. Got that? Sure do. We'll leave it to it. What the fuck's he looking into? They seem awfully quick to give in. Wonder what it was that made the difference. Yeah, especially that was such a bonkers request. I mean, where do you even start for gossip 2 decades old? Oh, there's plenty of angles to tackle it from. A girl as sharp as you would already know that. Plus, this ain't their first rodeo. Trust me when I say they'll figure it out. Anyway, that's a wrap here, I think. Ready to move on? But the Sonic and card games still look so much fun. I'm afraid you'll have to wait until you're a proper adult to enjoy them. As with the alcohol. Let's just go. Connection events are available. Alright. I'll bang those connection events out before I go to that last objective. There we go. And damn, he's so expensive too. I'll buy that because that's a pretty big boost in evasion compared to what I have currently. This is how you get into movie theater. It's kind of like back there, isn't it? What do we got for playing here? We got. Alright. We are getting close to time, actually. Actually, we're at that timing point. So, I'm going to wrap it up here. When we come back, we will see some movies. We'll finish up these 4 SVGs, and then we'll see what happens next. And we also got connection events we gotta do, too. So, I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you then. Later.